Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big for One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode 105 of Winning a National Championship with every team in the game. If you guys have missed any of the episodes, up in the right-hand corner will be a playlist for all the episodes from 1 to 105. But if you guys are unable to watch those videos, I completely understand. Down in the description below will be a record of every team that we have done so far, and their season they eventually won a national championship. But new episode means new team, but if you guys want to bypass the wheel, write a comment down below about these teams that are on the screen right here, like Toledo, Utah State, Western Michigan, Arizona State. There's a couple big ones still left, and we can bypass the wheel if you write a comment down below, the team that you want to see, and we'll do that team. But obviously, it can't be this team right here, because we're going to do them in this video, and it's going to be Minnesota. And we are now one team away from completing the Big Ten after this episode. With Minnesota here, we are only now Penn State away from completing the Big Ten. We've done Maryland, we've done Iowa, we've done both Michigans, we've done Illinois and Indiana. Indiana was a couple episodes ago. We've done Nebraska, Northwestern, we did Ohio State, Oregon, USC a couple episodes ago, UCLA, Wisconsin, Washington, Purdue, and Rutgers. So Minnesota's 84 overall. They're about middle of the road for the Big Ten. Not terrible. They could probably get snatch a couple wins away. We are a motivator as well. They've been decent the last couple seasons. I don't remember exactly what they did here, but that's kind of surprising that is going to be Penn State is the last Big Ten team that we're going to be doing here. So I did not mean to go to the recruiting thing again like I did last episode. Oopsies. We do have recruiter as well, mostly for the offense. We do have talent developer as well. We have a lot of stuff for it too. Lower rated wide receivers. We got transfers are more interested, which we don't. It's all right. We also have tactician too. Mostly for the wide receivers. That's about it, though. And motivator, we do have the boost for the wide receivers, but no one else, so that's going to be the first thing we focus on. Our offensive coordinator is actually pretty good. Wide receivers got the recruiting hours almost for the O-line. Motivator, we only have the boost for the wide receivers, so hopefully he upgrades that. Same thing with the defensive coordinator. Mostly just scouting-wise, that's fine. The motivating-wise does have the boost for the D-line and the DBs, but not the linebackers. So hopefully he updates that wise. But I think we're going to keep both of them as long as we can. Roster-wise, we do have a 93 overall left tackle. So that's nice. Quarterback's a 77. We do have a 71 and a 70 behind him. So that'll be nice. Running back, we could use some speed. Wide receiver, looking pretty good with speed. It's not terrible. Tight end, though, desperately needs speed. We only have one guy at 81. We do have an 80. They're both freshmen, though. They're not playing this year. Again, we're going to need some offensive line. Most of them are leaving us besides center. We don't need a center, but everything else we need. And right tackle. D-line, we're actually somewhat decent. Yeah, we're somewhat decent. Well, how do you have 45 speed? Anyways, linebackers just need to develop other than a right outside linebacker. We'll need another one. We desperately need corners. We have 5 on the roster. We do have a couple safeties on the roster that could probably play corner. And we do need a kicker and punter in this season. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get season 1 out of the way, and I'll be back in just a second. And here we are at the end of season number 1 here with Minnesota. We go 7-5, so we actually had a winning season here with Minnesota. We start off winning our first 3 games against North Carolina, FCS, Nevada, then losing 4 straight to Iowa, Michigan, USC, and UCLA. 2 ranked teams. That's not terrible. I think Iowa was ranked at the time. We lost them as well. We beat Maryland, Illinois, and Rutgers, lost to Penn State, then beat Wisconsin to end out the season going 7-5 and going 4-5 in the conference. So not too great, but Oregon and Ohio State are at the top there. Indiana also went 10-2 in season number 1. So we shall see what bowl game we're going to get here. We just signed a 4-star corner as well and a kicker. We did need a kicker, so we have that now. But we are an A3 overall. We've got a couple of people wanting to transfer out. That's 3, that's 13, that's 16 players, but hopefully that does go down by the time we get there. But Chandler Morris, a North Texas quarterback, wins the Heisman Trophy. 4,000 yards, 48 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him win a Heisman Trophy. That had to be North Texas goes to the College Football Playoff. But we'll be playing Georgia Tech in the Holiday Bowl. So hopefully we can get a win and go 8-5 on the season, which would look really good going into next season. But all in all, it's still a very solid season here for Minnesota. And we do win. We go 8-5. Our prestige goes up to a 3.5 star, although I think they were just a 3. Pro potential improves. Coach stability and coach prestige go down, but athletic facilities goes up. I don't know why coach stability went down. I don't think our coordinators got hired somewhere. Did they get moved somewhere? So we're Minnesota. I'm just going to check this real quick because I don't think they got moved unless they moved somewhere. Yeah, they didn't move anywhere. Why'd that go down then? Anywho, I don't even know at this point. It looks like Oregon defeats Alabama 46-42 in year number 1 with Memphis, Liberty, Ohio State, Boston College, and Utah with the automatic qualifiers with Oregon, Texas, Oklahoma State, NC State, Louisville, and Oklahoma, Alabama as the at-large bids. Man, Louisville got shut out 44-0. My goodness. Weird that North Texas didn't even make it, but number 24th and 25th in the nation, Memphis and Liberty both made it. Wow. So, kind of weird, but that's going to end season 1. Is on to season 2 here with Minnesota. And here we are in season number 2 here with Minnesota. We go 8-4 on the season. Actually, a very good season. We beat Buffalo, Cal. Our first loss was to Rutgers, but we beat USF, beat Purdue, and beat Iowa before losing to Oregon and Nebraska and Ohio State. So all of the games that we lost were ranked. Oregon was ranked at the time that we lost to them. Rutgers wasn't, but we only lost by 5, so that one's fine. But yeah, we had a close one against Ohio State. It was 14 against Nebraska, and we're not going to talk about Oregon. But yeah, we had some good wins in there, and hopefully we can get some more overall change next season for season number 3, because we didn't go up at all. We stayed at 84 overall, which is kind of weird that we just stayed the exact same overall. But Preston Stone wins the Heisman Trophy. Pretty much 4,000 yards, 43 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Back-to-back Heisman Trophies I've never seen before. To be dead honest. We'll be playing Eastern Michigan in the Detroit Bowl. So we don't have to go very far. Neither does Eastern Michigan. But let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season recap here and see who wins it all here in season number 2. The national championship winners have been pretty much the same. But the Heisman winners, 2 random teams that I don't think have won the Heisman Trophy in these simulations before. Pro potential goes down. Coach stability and coach prestige go way up. We do have our best halfback wanting to transfer, and hopefully he doesn't transfer because we need him. He's a 90 overall. But as I say, that Virginia Tech in season 2 wins it all over USC with FIU, Kansas State, Nebraska, Virginia Tech, and Texas as the automatic qualifiers, with USC, Penn State, Michigan, Florida State, Texas A&M, and Ohio State, Clemson as the at-large bids. So that is going to end season 2. It is on season 3 here with Minnesota. And here we are in season number 3 here with Minnesota. We go 11-1 on the season, having to play Michigan in the Big Ten Conference Championship game. Minnesota, very, very good season. 89 overall as well here in season 3, which is very solid. Our only loss came against Michigan, 38-20, and they went 9-3. Everything else was a win. A close win against Iowa. Pretty healthy win against Indiana, Penn State, Washington, Akron. But we had a lot of close games. So hopefully we can win this one and get a bye to the college football playoff. But again, we did lose to Michigan early on this season, so who knows what can happen here. If we win, we are the 1 seed, and we lost. So that's unfortunate. But we're still going to the college football playoff. Anthony Smith wins 10 Defensive Player of the Week. He had a lot of tackles. I was at 3 for a loss and a sack, so I wonder what happened. It looks like our offense really just didn't show up, more than likely. Yeah, we lost 45-7. Wait, what? Hold on. That was not the right game. This is the game I want to look at. I was like, why did we just score 10? Yeah, we did not do good. Not good at all. We had 11 first downs. They had 14. They doubled our offensive yards. We had 15 rushing attempts for 36 yards. We had 2.4 yards per rush. They had 5 yards per rush. Passing wise, we completed 16 of 39 with 1 touchdown. It's pretty. 2 of 15 from third down. My goodness, that's terrible. Each team had 1 interception too, which is kind of weird. It's just our offense just didn't show up, I guess. But all in all, we're still going to the college football playoff. We're just going to have to play in the first round and not get a bye. So we are going to be the home team more than likely going in. And we dropped down to an 87 because I think all the boosts now go away. But Tommy Newman wins the Heisman Trophy in Season 3. 4,200 yards, 48 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And we'll be playing Clemson in the college football playoff. They were ranked as the 12. Are they the actual 12? They are the actual 12, and we're actually 5th. Okay. So the top 4 teams actually are the top 4 in the college football playoff. It's kind of nice. With Georgia, Kansas State, Michigan, USF, and Clemson as the automatic qualifiers. With Minnesota, Iowa, Tulsa, West Virginia, USC, and Notre Dame, Oklahoma as the at-large bids. So this will be a tough one here against Clemson. They always are a tough team, but got to play well. So let's get started here against 10-3 Clemson. And they are at 90 overall compared to our 87. So this will be a tough one here against a very tough Clemson team. But we have to find ways to get stop on defense and score on offense. So we need it to happen. We're starting on offense first. And the offense gets a touchdown on the first drive. Defense gets a stop as well, so we have a 7-0 lead after quarter number 1. And now it's 10-0. Make it 17-0. It's 17-3 at the half, so a pretty decent first half for us. Let's hopefully we can continue it. And we do with a field goal. It's 20-3, now 27-3 at the half. Or after going into the fourth quarter. I don't know why I said at the half. It's definitely in the fourth quarter. It's been a long day already, but a field goal and we go up 30-3. I think we can just go ahead and fast forward here. We get another touchdown after they scored. They get one back, but we're going to win 37-17 over Clemson, and we're moving on. So a pretty solid win at home, but now we are just still 3 games away from the national championship, so we still need to play very well in these next couple games in order to go to the national championship game. So, all in all, got to find ways, just like this week, to get stops on defense and score on offense. And hopefully, I'll be pretty good here against USF in the quarterfinal round. We'll check out the bracket as well. Looks like Iowa beat Tulsa only by 1. USC destroyed West Virginia, and Oklahoma destroyed Notre Dame. So, yeah, we get to face USF, so we actually get, I think, an easier opponent here, hopefully, in the quarterfinals compared to the first round. But let's get started here against USF. They are 11-2 on the season, and they're a 78 overall. I think this is now officially the lowest overall team I've ever seen in the college football playoff. This is wild that they're a 78 overall and ranked 4th. Let's have good simulation logic. But let's go quarter by quarter, starting on defense first. And we get a stop, but they get a stop as well, and it's nothing after 1. But USF takes the lead 3-0. Now 6-0 after we turn it over. Now 6-3, now 13-3. And it'll be 13-6 at the half. Again, we are down at half. Second half now, we get another field goal and a touchdown to take the lead for the first time. 16-13 here in the fourth. A lot closer game than a lot of people would have thought, but a touchdown by USF to take the lead by 4. So we do need a touchdown, and we turn it over. But defense gets a stop and a 1-play touchdown. So we take the lead by 3, and we get a stop on 4th down. That's going to do it after a first down. And USF almost pulled off a great game against us, but a lot closer game than what a lot of people would have liked. A 23-20 win, and Minnesota is going to move on to the semifinals here in this first run that they've had. So we're just one win away from now a national title appearance and 2 away from another episode down here, this time with another Big Ten team. Like I said before, we only got 1 Big Ten team left to go. So that's another conference almost done. But we're going to have to take on Georgia, though, in the Rose Bowl. Georgia's always like a 90+. So this will be a tough game, but the winner of this game would go play USC or Oklahoma in the national title game. So again, another tough opponent. Hopefully we can do well. So let's get started here against 13-1 Georgia. And they are at 91 overall. So this will be a tough one. But hopefully we can get some stops on defense and score on offense. We cannot turn the ball over as well. We have to play well in this one. We're going to start on defense first as well. And the defense gets a stop. The offense puts up a field goal. So we have a 3-0 lead until Georgia ties it, but only 3-3 at the end of 1. We get a touchdown, and so does Georgia. Back and forth game. It's 10-10 at the half. Second half, nothing going until we score a touchdown. Georgia counters with one of their own, and it's a tie game going in the fourth quarter. Just back and forth for both sides here. Both teams get stopped, but both teams score. And then back-to-back turnovers. Like, we turn it over, then they turn it over. Now we get a touchdown with a minute to go. Can we finally get a stop before they score? With 7 seconds to go, they don't score. And Minnesota will win 24-17 over Georgia and will advance to the national title game. Yeah. But again, it's either USC or Oklahoma. It's going to be a Big Ten battle or Big Ten SEC, just like this one. So we are 1 win away from having another team down, but a solid win against Georgia, who is a very tough team to beat in these simulations. They're always close. Now we're up to an 88, apparently. Don't know how we went up 1 overall. So there's that. We're going to be playing Oklahoma in the national championship game. They defeated USC 52-31. My goodness. They put up 42 against Kansas State and 38 up against Notre Dame. So they're a very high-profile offense. It's just, we got to figure out a way to find ways to get stops and score on offense just like we did against Georgia. So let's get this started here against 13-3 Oklahoma. And they are at 89 overall compared to our 88. So this will be a tough one here against a very tough Oklahoma team. But we've had to deal with a lot of tough teams. Clemson, Georgia, now Oklahoma. So, got to figure out a way to win here. And we're starting on defense first in this one. And the defense gets a stop. The offense scores a touchdown and another one. So we take a 14-0 lead at the end of 1. But Oklahoma gets 14 of their own in the second quarter, and we get a touchdown, luckily, to retake the lead, 21-14 at the half. And then we get another touchdown to retake our 14-point lead. Oklahoma scores again, so 28-21 here in the fourth quarter. 4th and inches, and we punt the football. I'd rather us go for it there because they just get a first down on 3rd and 19. 4th and 1, they go for it. That's what I wanted to do on 4th and inches, but apparently we didn't. But it's 28 all here in the 4th. Big 4th down, and we have to punt again. And I think that's probably going to do it. No, we get a stop. And then we get a big touchdown with 11 seconds to go. And Minnesota is going to win the national championship game. I was totally thinking when Oklahoma had the football on 4th down that they were going to go for it and try to get into field goal range with about a minute left. And they just didn't do it. And we score a touchdown on a huge play with 11 seconds to go. And we will take the win. That's another team down. I'm not going to complain on that one big touchdown. I mean, we scored in every quarter. They just didn't score in the first. If they scored in the first, it would have been a tie game. But, hey, a win's a win. And, yeah, the Big Ten is almost done here now with Minnesota. But checking out the stats, of course, before we go. Lindsey, 3,700 yards, 3 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Dylan also came in for 13 of 14, 2 touchdowns, 223. Rushing-wise, Taylor had over 1,200 yards with 8 touchdowns. Godfrey had 229 and 7. Lanier the second with 93 and 2. And Wright, 4 carries, 7 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Lanier the second also had 1,000 receiving yards with 13 touchdowns. Williams with 879 and 5. Hoskins 752 and 3. Longoria 401 and 3. Taylor 296 and 1. Carswell 268 and 4. McWilliams 145 and 2. And Godfrey had 4 catches, 32 yards, and a touchdown. Defensive-wise, Baranowski had 75 tackles to lead the team. Smith and Mins both had 15 tackles for a loss. Smith had 7 sacks. Sharp had 4 picks to lead the team. We did force a good amount of fumbles and recovered most of them. We had 1 blocked kick, no safeties, and no defensive touchdowns. So at least we got a blocked kick. Jones did miss 2 from 50, but made everything else. Did miss 1 extra point, but he had 1 field goal blocked, which isn't terrible. Punting-wise, we had 2,500 punt yards, 10 inside the 20, 9 touchbacks. Not a great season, and no kicker punt return touchdowns on the national championship winning season. But that's going to do it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. It is free. It helps out the channel. Also, if you guys want to see a team that we have not done before, write a comment down below, and we can do that team. Again, we are just one Big Ten team away from completing the Big Ten, and that is Penn State, which is kind of surprising. We haven't got them on the wheel yet. But anywho, hope you guys have a great day, weekend, whenever you guys are watching this, and I'm out. Peace.